blanket. I'll get under the covers for the next
now,
part.
Tommy, Ryan, and Nita, how do you guys work out who plays what part? I know after Damon stepped away and came back to fill in, Tommy, you would send his parts to him via email.
Me and Ryan, well, at first when it was Damon, Hunter, and myself, that's when we really first started working on all that stuff. And but I think when Ryan joined the band, that's when me and him really worked on the stuff even harder and more. And we really got it together. And then with HORAY, we had it all figured out where it was like, okay, you guys do this stuff, this and this, so we're all not playing the same thing.
Yeah. So then when Nita came in,
we ripped all that apart again.
We changed it. No, we haven't. We actually, I thought, made it better. We made it a bit better because when if you check us out live and you watch us all playing a certain chord, 9 times out of 10, everyone will be playing in a different position, which just gives this wall of sound sort of vibe. Sometimes, you know, everybody plays the same chord and it just sounds monstrous. But, you know, if you're always playing the same thing, it can have that tendency maybe to go muddy and get too muddy in the mix. But luckily we have a good sound man that really distinguishes the different tones. And like I said, we take this 3-guitar player system pretty seriously.
So does having 3 guitar players take the heat off of you?
Sometimes, yeah.
In a way, yes. In a way, no. You know, and also having 3 guitar players, you have to be really mindful of stuff like extra string noise. You know, make sure you're playing everything in the right way. I don't think there's a single moment on that stage that we're all playing the same exact thing at the same time. You know, we're always doing something. There's always a lot of counterpoint, a lot of melody going on. You have to be really mindful of, like, you know, really cutting the volume when it's supposed to be quiet, and really like not doing extra string noises and stuff. And that's what makes it clean. Because if everyone's kind of just playing loose, then it's just going to sound sloppy. It's going to sound like a mess.
So now, advice for any guitar players? Any of you guys?
How long do we have?
Just a short sentence or so.
No, I always say the 3 Ps: practice, persistence, and patience. You know, because you got to practice, and you got to be persistent, keep on kicking the door down, but you also have to have patience because you are going to get your shot. You just, when you do get your shot, be ready for it and be prepared for it.
So what can you guys tell me about opening for Motley Crue?
I was playing Motley Crue cover songs, man, like in 1983 when they first came out, and it's pretty funny, but I love it. I think it's amazing. Mick Mars, to me, is one of the most underrated guitar players. And I think Vince Neil gets a lot of shit because, you know, people aren't, I mean, the guy's doing his best out there, you know what I mean? I don't like the comments when people make fun of people. It's just like, it's like uncalled for shit, you know what I mean? And it's the original members. That says a lot right there, you know what I mean? That they're still doing it, and it's the last tour.
1981, the same 4 guys,
Come on,
like that's pretty
you know, I mean, that guy doesn't deserve that. He really
so now, the band seems overly supportive of each other. And for those who don't know, Ryan Roxie's Rock and Roll Parking Lot.
Do we seem overly supportive of each other?
Like as
a bad thing? Is that
as a bad thing, but
you guys seem like you really like each other.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
What can you tell me about that?
How do you convince everybody to come to your Rock and Roll Parking Lot?
Why would you not want to come?
Why would you not want to come to a free meet and greet?
Oh, I gotta go in early and sit through an opening. Isn't that what you do?
Yeah.
Tailgate.
I have to go to the show and hang out with the members of the band that I'm going to see and get to ask them questions and propose to that new guitar player chick.
For those of you that don't know, we do this thing called the International Parking Lot, International Rock and Roll Parking Lot, and you sign up for it on Facebook, and basically it's a free meet and greet. It's usually Nita and I that do it a lot, but Tommy comes out, Chuck and Glenn make it out there occasionally as well. Alice is backstage becoming Alice Cooper during that time. But, you know, we started it because, to be honest with you, backstage is not as crazy and wild as you think. Sometimes, to be honest with you, it's kind of boring sometimes. So I like to go out in front of the stage and find out where the vibe of people is. We get to sort of shake the hands of people we're going to rock in just a few minutes. I bring out my guitar, take a picture of the guitar. So I think it's a win-win.
Hey, stop clicking everything.
Yeah, well,
he's like, get off my bed, Alex. No, I think
stop being so relaxed.
I
think you know, when I think back to going to shows and even now going to shows, imagine, like, you know, if you go to see your favorite band and you see the members of that band just standing there. Like, would you not be so stoked to just get the chance to shake their hand and say, hey, have a good show, or yeah, I drove 6 hours to come see you, can I grab a picture or something? You know, that's kind of the experience. Like, if I was going to see a band, I would be so amazed to get to have that chance. So that's
Can I tell you both sides of that coin?
Yeah, let's
I
hear it.
wasn't done talking, but okay.
Oh,
It's okay, go.
There's gonna be a
Ronnie
pillow
James-
fight here.
I met Ronnie James Dio, and he is my idol, and after meeting him, there's no reason to meet anybody else.
Get out of our bed then.
Your bed? What are you claiming his bed now?
Yeah.
It's Miss B's
now-
bed.
Yeah.
We really want to
I'm
get down to
also
it.
a huge Progressive fan, so Rush and Geddy and Alex could not be bothered by me.
So
So I've
there's
seen both sides of the coin.
But how is that both sides? of
yeah,
the
how's that a
coin?
win for you though?
That's-
Wouldn't you want to talk to them if they wanted to meet
They
you?
didn't want to talk.
But we
They
do
didn't
want to
want a
talk.
photo. They didn't want anything.
All right, but that's for you
That's
and
kind
your
of like
therapist to discuss.
I'm already on the couch.
Kinda.
No, but that's kind of like, you know, some people are
Some
like
guys
that.
don't want- you
Some
know.
people don't. Some people just want to do their own thing before the show, and after the show, they prefer to keep their privacy. And I'm not a very super private person unless I'm changing or something. You know, I like to go and meet people, and Ryan likes to go out and meet people.
Tommy's
Chuck-
very social
Tommy's
too,
really
man.
social. Chuck, our bass player, is one of the guys that doesn't like to go talk to a bunch of people before the show. He likes to just do his own thing, do his own ritual, and that's
And Glenn
totally a
likes
cool
to,
thing.
you know, eat
Glenn likes
food.
to eat
Glenn
food
plays
and
drums.
find girls and hit things.
You know.
Drums.
So let me go on to Tommy now. I really enjoyed your solo disc.
Okay.
What can you tell us about that? It's quite eclectic.
Yeah, it's just everything that I really love about music. You know, it's like from rock, punk, pop, electronic, country, a little bit of world, just everything I've been working on. I just threw it all together. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a record. You know, because I felt inspired again to do it.
Tell folks out there to find it. Tommy.
Yeah, where can that be purchased?
Well, the record itself it's probably going to come out probably next year. So thinking, but the single's coming out October 31st. So
Which you did a video for,
yeah,
right?
which we did a video. We shot it guerrilla style in Zurich, Switzerland, which was really cool because I wanted the people to see how beautiful the city was.
And how beautiful your beautiful son is.
Yeah, I had to put him in the video. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
Fin.
the kid. Yeah, it's like, you know, I was like, I wanted to have something where he goes, oh yeah, it was my old man. He was
So,
cool.
do you have a website or something? People
TommyHenriksen.net. TommyHenriksen.com. I don't know the password to it, so if anyone knows it, please get back to me. I do have it, but I don't know the password. I can't get on it.
Now, Ryan, do you still have box sets and Casablanca stuff for sale, and where can people get that?
Absolutely, and we also have Roxie 77, which is my own solo thing that I do on the time off from Alice. But the reality, there hasn't been a lot of time off from Alice these last few years, which is a good thing. But Roxie 77 still managed to put out an EP, and you could always find any of that stuff at ryanroxie.com or roxie77.com. And I do know the passwords.
See, I don't know, man. Yeah.
And last but not least, Nita, my darling, what have you got going on besides the Coop, and do you have your web store up?
Yes, my web store at nitastrauss.com is up and running now. I've got a bunch of cool stuff. I've got these lovely guitar pick necklaces and pick sets and signed photos and posters and all that stuff. And I'm also working on writing and recording my first solo album. So hopefully we're going to do that on the break.
Oh,
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
So now, you kids had a few days off already here and there. How was Paul McCartney?
Ah, you heard that we went to see Paul McCartney.
I didn't go.
Transcendent.
No,
It was really, truly amazing. It's great. We were on that same stage the night before. It was just like really amazing to see Sir Paul up there, you know, on the same stage that we had been standing on not 24 hours before. It was a really magical experience.
I think Paul McCartney's probably the top of the bucket list performers out there today, because you call these guys bucket list performers because you want to see them, you know, before they decide to not tour anymore.
Yeah.
And luckily, I mean, we are pretty darn lucky to be playing in a band that's a bucket list artist. Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Everybody should see Alice Cooper before he decides, you know, to not do it anymore.
Yeah.
So you got to see this Alice Cooper show, and Motley Crue, another bucket list band, because
They're
this
their
is their
last
last tour. So what are you waiting for?
So now you
Come
guys,
early.
you guys got a day where you got to headline again. How was that feeling?
Um,
Rather than opening.
more guitar. More,
You know, it was one of those things, because when you're doing this 15-minute set with Motley, we're just out there and we're just like, boom. And
Just bang it
as
out.
soon as we get warmed up, it's like, show's over.
Yeah.
So when we do this 95-minute set with all the other songs, all of a sudden you get to like half the show and you're like, whoa, we got like another hour to go. And there's Cooper out there like this, like, in character, never breaks character. But it was fun. You know, first show, it was like one of those things where it was like, okay, second show, dude, it was like back to normal, man. It was like on autopilot.
All right, we're coming to the, I'm sorry, I keep stepping on you.
No, I was just going to say, it's actually kind of a bummer to go back to the short set after doing the long set, because you get used to the whole flow of it. We do a lot of songs that we don't do in the short set, so I like those songs. I like playing Go to Hell and Hey Stupid. And
yeah, but you know, playing a short set at a sold-out Madison Square Garden doesn't suck.
No, it doesn't suck. And we're off stage by like 8:30, so you go eat some dinner and stuff. Enjoy New York,
So now, which of you three guitarists for Alice Cooper are the biggest stage makeup whores here?
I think we're all.
What do you mean?
Makeup.
Who wears the most makeup?
Yeah.
Well,
probably Alice and then me. I wear more makeup than Nita.
I'm not going there.
Unless you count
Alice out.
Unless you count all the blood.
Roxie wears the least.
I think you have to say, you have to break it up into different which types of makeup. If you're talking about blood and all that kind of fake blood, Nita is the queen of blood.
Talk about MAC makeup.
When you talk about eyeliner, it is kind of a toss-up. I do wear a lot of eyeliner, but then if you talk about white pancake zombie makeup, Tommy, for sure. But I think all of us have sort of a it's a running order of who uses more eyeliner.
Maybe Glenn.
Yeah.
Oh, Glenn maybe has the most.
Yeah, but I see Glenn putting his
makeup
makeup on with paint brushes, not makeup brushes.
I thought Glenn thought he was in Kiss and he was creating his own character.
Nah, he is.
Don't hit me.
I don't know who that is. Is that Glenn?
You know what? Glenn, you can go over to Glenn's room and do an interview in his bathtub. Yes. All right?
I think I'll pass on that match. So I hear you guys are doing a rock cruise.
That's
Next
right,
year.
Rock Legends cruise in February.
Yeah. We've never done one. Alice Cooper has never done a cruise yet to one of these types of things, so I think it's going to be kind of like, you know, first time out there, him doing a new experience. It'll be cool. It's just a shock rock on a boat.
And who's on this? Do you guys know?
Doobie Brothers, us, 38 Special I think is on it.
Really?
Yeah.
I
lineup.
haven't read the poster.
It's a cool lineup. I was on the Monster
Donnie
Rock
retired?
cruise. Sorry?
Donnie retired from 38 Special.
I did not know that.
Bad
I
shape.
did not know.
Is that the singer?
Yeah.
But I think, you know, I think it's gonna be a really different experience. I've done the Monster Rock cruise a few times, and that's like just a total mayhem and madness party fest. And I think this is gonna be a little more relaxed. I think it's more of like a classic theme. So it'll be really
Put it this way.
After Monster Rock, you need a vacation after that vacation.
Put it this way. The cruise happens in February. So, you know, I live in Sweden, Tommy lives in Switzerland. We're happy because it's in Florida.
And it's my birthday.
And it is his birthday, and it's going to be warm and sunny, and it's, you know, that's why we're going.
I know.
Okay.
And I get to bring my girl.
In closing, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans and my Hard and Fast followers?
Thank you very much for sticking with us through this wacky journey of an interview and a tour.
On a bed.
And get to the show early. Come hang out with us and say hi at the Rock and Roll parking lot.
Yeah. I got to tell you.
Thank you to Alex.
For those of you that have been following Alex and Hard and Fast for all these years, you remember that I was one of his first interviews way back in the day. And if you're still around, I just have to ask one question. Why? We know why, because he's a lovable guy. Alex, you do great.
We love Alex.
Thanks for supporting us. Always.
Thanks for everybody out there, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.